Hi everyone, Dr. Victoria Skirbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. What I thought I would do in honor of Elijah Cummings, who passed away early this morning, is I would take a look at his numerology and his Kabbalah to help us understand, well, I think we know the type of man that he was, but I thought it would be interesting for those of you who like to follow this stuff to see how he can be, in a way, the epitome of the things that we are seeking to learn, because he was a very advanced soul, and souls like his don't come often, and I think we have a lot to learn from that. So what I would like to do is I'm going to pull this over. And I think I'm going to get out of the way for the most part so you can see this. But just so you know, this is the type of reading that I do. If you get a reading from me, I will do this for you, and I also include astrology. Now, as far as Elijah Cummings' astrology, we don't have an accurate birth time on him. If anybody happens to know what his birth time is, that would be very helpful. We could look at his chart. But I do know that he was a Capricorn. And I do know that his sun was conjunct with Pluto of the United States. Now, in astrology, Pluto is symbolic of the soul. And his sun illuminated the soul of the United States. So, there you go. All right, let's take a quick look now. Hopefully I have enough space. Okay. So here we have his name. His full name was Elijah Eugene Cummings. He was born on the 18th of January, 1951. When we do the numerology of a person, we use the full name at birth, and we separate out the vowels, and we get something called a soul vibration. And we separate out the consonants, add them all up, and we get something called a quiescent or an outer personality. He had a 9th soul. 9th soul is somebody who understands humanity from the highest of the highs and the lowest of the lows. The 9th soul is the healer. The 9 vibrates to, brings unconditional love, and it is the number of humanity. The 45-9 is connected to, well, first of all, it's the cups, so it's emotional. So he had a deeply emotional soul. He cared about people deeply. He cared about people he knew and people he didn't know. This particular vibration is the 5 of Cups. And so in the tarot. So his soul vibration is a 45-9, and this is the card associated with 45-9. And so he had a deep understanding of the pain and sorrow that people go through when they have lost or seemingly lost everything. And yet this vibration turns around, looks to see what it does have, takes the cups remaining. This, to a certain extent, is grieving your losses and then turning around and counting your blessings and sort of moving over, going over the bridge of sorrows, back to the people, back to the society, back to bring what you still have, right, to others. So this is a very soulful. So this is a man who understood pain and the pain of others. What's interesting about this soul vibration is that it's also his shadow vibration. If we take the name Elijah, which vibrates to a 27, and we add his 18, which is the day, and that's how you get the shadow vibration, we get a 45-9. So his soul and his shadow were the same. That being said, when your soul and your shadow are the same vibration, your soul has come in. This is sort of the last attempt, perhaps, or the last part of taking the vibration that particular vibration in this card, healing it and allowing the healing of your own shadow to enlighten and bring healing to the world, bring healing to everyone else. So this is generally the sign of a great soul, and so we know that he has brought his healing light to us. And I was going to save this a little bit, but I'll show it to you now. This is his tree of life, and 45-9 sits here in Gabura. Gabura is the place of, it's associated with Mars, but it's located in the throat chakra. And so he would shed his light, he would express his light through his throat chakra. He also has his quiescent, which is his outer masculine, also along the line of the throat chakra, as a 58/4. 58/4 vibration is the Four of Swords. And so this is somebody who understands what it's like to be an outsider. He understands what it likes to be an outsider. And so both his soul and his quiescent express themselves, and his shadow, which he healed in this lifetime. We know he healed it because of the light that he has shown on us, is all along the throat chakra. So it was all in what he said and how he said it. And when you have numbers in Gabura, it's especially important that you say things with love, that you are not judgmental, but that you foster good judgment. And one of the things that I noticed about him is that no matter how rank the Republicans were, he always showed respect to them, no matter who he was talking to. For the most part, that I've witnessed, when he was talking to Michael Cohen, he showed compassion to Michael Cohen's plight. He sort of supported him through, even though Michael Cohen was kind of a bad actor, right? He was a bad actor in all of this. Although I do feel that in Michael Cohen's case, this was sort of the path to redemption for him, because he's one of the few people who spoke against Trump, up to this point anyway. So we have this person who is expressing compassion in every word, and understanding people from the perspective of his feeling nature, and also with his mind. Very, very keen mind. And this 58/4 vibration is located in Hesed, which is associated with Jupiter, and Jupiter is associated with the law, and of course he was a lawmaker and he was a lawyer. His path of life is a 35/8 vibration. The 35/8 vibration is located here in the sacral chakra, in a place called Yesod. Yesod means foundation. It's connected to the moon in a chart, and I can't remember where his moon was. But without an accurate birth time. It was at the beginning of a sign, but without an accurate birth time, it's hard to know where his moon was. The 35/8, the 8 vibration, is about as you sow, so shall you reap. And so you understand that each action you take has an equal and opposite reaction. His path of life, the 35/8, is this vibration. And this is the battle-weary soldier, right? This is the soldier who, or the fighter who has fought many battles and is willing to fight just one more. And he was a fighter, but in such a lovely, lovely way. Also, this is the place associated with money and power. And so he was the son of sharecroppers. So he came from nothing. And he, as Nancy Pelosi said today, she does that thing when she talks to the press. He lived the American dream, and he wanted that for everybody. He wanted that to know. He wanted people to know that they too could have that. And so this is a very precious soul. He was 68 when he passed this morning. So he was on this line of his, this is your divine triangle. This is your youth square, the first 27 years of life. This is your power square, the second 27 years of life. In fact, his power square was the 39/3 is the Knight of Cups and located in the heart chakra. So his power was based on his ability to be heart-centered and heartful. Um, his wisdom square, the 48/3, is located in Hod, which is the solar plexus. Okay, and this has to do with your ability to, be the captain of your own ship, have autonomy over yourself. It's also a Pisces vibration, so we have the compassion there as well. Okay, I have to go fast because I'm running out of time. But the 21/3 vibration is located right here on the Tree of Life, between Yesod and Malkuth. Yesod being foundation or the moon, Malkuth being kingdom or the earth plane. And so this is associated with the sign of Scorpio. Not Scorpio. I'm sorry. The planet Saturn. So in the last, from age 63 to age 72, he would be manifesting something on the physical plane, manifesting something, bringing something forth, sort of like a gift to humanity. And that's the path that he was on, since he was 63. So we know that he has given a lot of himself and he has offered us something of value to the planet. Let's see what else I want to say about this. The other thing is there's another way to look at the chart. This is the pyramid, and 17/8 is a vibration that he's been in probably since he was 46 years old. And this is a triangle, and so triangles are where squares are challenges, triangles tend to be flow, and where we have flow here, the 17/8 is the star card. And so he inspired us. In fact, Nancy Pelosi called him a guiding star. And so he was truly that. So I'm running out of room, so I have to stop. But I hope you enjoyed this to get a little better understanding. If you would like a reading like this, please contact me. I'll see you soon. Bye.